presenting the reigning Shadongers fantasy football champion, Mrs. Christopher Cole.
Hello, gentlemen. As you may know, Arthur and I have made a wager of one that we have to dress in females' clothing. As you can see, I may have lost the wager, but I am the real man and pay up my wagers. With that being said, I appreciate the patience. We shall now go into the Week 2 recap. Gotta swirl it, get it just right. Gentlemen, we shall start with the matchup between Max's C Cuppers and the Catholic Rapistes. We have the score being 161.3 to 143.7 in favor of the Catholic Rapistes. Cam Newton and Kirk Cousins, both quarterbacks, did splendidly, as well as Mr. Ty Hilton of the Indianapolis Colts were just flabbergasted. Mr. Smith minus Schuster did well as well. The Chicago defense performed mightily against the Seattle Seahawks. Guys, congratulations to Mr. Bruce Garcia. The next matchup we have Mr. Tarboham, that is Derek Powell, and Tufa is the shit. 146.84 to 138.46 in the favor of Tufa is the shit. Patrick Mahomes, we saw that performance was splendid. We also have Todd Gurley II, a fair job, against Melvin Gordon III at 30.6. There's almost a wash between the two phenomenal players.
Are you a girlies girl?
I am the girliest of girls. Once again, Tufa is the shit to overcome against the ham of the Turbos. Next, we have the greatest of all the White Buffalo facing the multiple scoregasm. This was mightily a close match between the two. We have the quarterbacks pretty much washing each other out. Miguel Thomas of the New Orleans Saints at 30.9 did phenomenally. Mr. Stefan Diggs did great as well. The multiple scoregasms did overcome the greatest of the White Buffalo, so congratulations to Sir RFJ. The South Side Crippos, my, did not outlast Tugas Tortugas. The Tugas Tortugas were too fast for those Crippos. Ben Roethlisberger did great. Mr. Aghalar did well as well. The Baltimore defense at -2. -2 is not a good number, Mr. Crippos. Nicholas Brown, you need to step up next week because you and I are both 0 in the 2 spot.
Maybe you just shouldn't play a defense.
Maybe we should maintain this recap of the American... Wait, excuse me, is it American? American Rednecks versus the Irish Hingle McCringleberry. The Rednecks won 126.66 to 109.52. This matchup was very, very dull, if I may say. The Dallas defense did great. The New York Jets defense did fine. Mr. Carlson of the Minnesota's Vikings scored a big, what you call a goose egg. Other than that, we have Mr. DeAndre Hopkins of the Houston Texans doing 23 points. Splendid. Zachary Ertz and Oj Howard of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers both did well. However, the American Rednecks did outlast. Guys, now we'll get straight into it. I lost to Martin. I got beat by Martin. I did the lowest score this week. This week sucked. I'm the reigning champion. I did shitty.
Again?
I had Devontae Adams do great. Mike Evans for him. He just got lucky. Lucky Jack Doyle. You kidding me? Arizona defense beat my Denver defense 4-3. It was a shitty week for me. Don't worry. I'm going to come back. I'm well and ready for this upcoming week. Now we're going to go into week 3. Excuse me. I know we're getting a little bit longer than anticipated, however, bear with me.
You just like the dress that much?
I look phenomenal. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I look great. I feel very proud of this. See these? Homegrown. Chimichanga against Max C. Cuppers. This is going to be a dullard. 39% against 61% for Max's C. Cuppers. Kirk Cousins, T.Y. Hilton, Robbie Anderson, Ezekiel Elliott, Carlos Hyde. I'm going to agree with the percentages on this one. I think Max is going to win. I believe Max is 0-2 at this point. And Chimichang will go 2-1. Next. Turbo Ham versus a Catholic Rapiste. This is pretty much even. Slight favorite to Bruce. Based on the look of it, I like Smith-Schuster. I really like him. Melvin Gordon. I think Melvin Gordon was hurt. Gio Bernard, I don't think he's as great as people want him to be. New England defense at Detroit. Chicago defense going to tear Arizona apart. I'm going to go with Bruce on this one. And the Turbo Hams are going to be the Turbo Lames. Multiple score gasms versus Jeb. The fuck of the shit. Patrick Mahomes, I can't vote against him. I'm going to go against what the projections say. I'm going to vote for Jeb, especially after the 3 touchdowns A.J. Green got in, was it the first quarter? Almost the first quarter last week. Just quick glance. We're going to go Jeb. Why not? Tugas Tortugas versus the Great White Buffalo. We are projected the Great White Buffalo to win 58% to 42%. I think Josh's roster is very lackluster. I think the Great White Buffalo is going to be the greatest White Buffalo and win again. Sorry, Josh. Southside Cripples versus Hingle McCringleberry. Nick is projected to win 52% to 48%. I'm going to give it to Art, and because I want Nick to go 0-3. Sorry, dude. Finally, we have my game. I'm projected to lose 42% to 58%. Here's where it's going to change. I'm going to go on a winning streak. I'm going to win every single game for the rest of the season. I'm going to retain this belt. This game is just going to be like the championship game it was last season, where Clinton was like, oh, I'm going to win. I'm going to tear everybody apart. And I came in, I whooped his ass. I was the only person that could beat Clinton last year. And I did. And I whooped him. And I win. This is why I'm the Dookie, not your dynasty. This is the end of this recap. I look fabulous in this dress. All of you just came, put the lotion away, get back to work. Later, gentlemen.